Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies, and today I want to talk about AAE and in particular AAE clickers. So AAE archery comes from America, Arizona, and I'm going to say I've got a long history with Arizona. So AAE archery joined or purchased Cavalier archery. Cavalier archery was originally Dick Tone and I forget her name. And they were lovely people. I'm going to say Diane Tone, married couple. They were lovely, beautiful people. And I was young when they sold the company, but they were always very polite to me and lovely people to me. They sold their company to AAE. So if you ever see Cavalier, a Cavalier, that's where the Cavalier name comes from. Cavalier back then was very much to the target side. AAE archery was very much into plastic, so making vanes, making nocks. They also made a plastic sight, the Fisher sight. Fisher comes from the name of the owners of AAE, right? So for years I had a fantastic working relationship with AAE, and I'm not sure if this is, well, maybe this video kills that, but this is what we're producing it for. So my recent AAE shipment came in, and I'm going to say my previous AAE salesperson I had for years and years, she was wonderful, Stacy, and she retired, and it's not the same. Okay, it's not the same. So the price I paid for my AAE shipment, I think my last AAE shipment was $15,000 worth of archery equipment. Reasonable size archery equipment. I paid more than off a wholesaler, so I can buy the AAE stuff cheaper in Europe than I paid off AAE. So that literally kills AAE for me. It means I can't buy AAE from AAE. It means I can't wholesale the products. So it kills it for all my shops, and that's what I want to talk about. So in this video, if it took me a long time to get there. So these are clickers. And I want to kind of explain what this is and how it works and stuff. So this was all, I'm going to say it's all made in America. Because for me, it hits a point. And the point is, should America be making stuff? And how much should that stuff be costing? Now, when I first started with AAE, their vanes were cheap, their nocks were cheap, their rests were cheap. It was all very, very cheap. In the last couple of years, the prices have gone through the roof. And when I mean go through the roof, crazy, like crazy, crazy, crazy. So this is a clicker. It bolts onto the sight there, and then the little rod comes in here and it drops down, right? I'm going to guess that this sells for $90 now. It used to sell for $40, right? Now it's machined, it's anodized, it's a nice bit of gear. Now, is anyone going to pay $90 for this, the fact that it's made in America? Now, I'm going to say Trump has got tariffs on anything metal coming into America, right? So I'm going to say it's good for AAE that their competitors are going to have 100% tax on them, right? So it makes AAE more competitive. It means that AAE can raise their prices, right? Because I think you've got a question here whether AAE is in business in the future because the prices are just too high. Like, so this product here, the normal person who buys it is a beginner. Now a beginner comes in and buys a recurve bow from me for 150 bucks. They buy a set of arrows for $100, we're in 250. They're not going to spend $100 on a clicker. Never. Never ever. Right? So you've killed it. Right. So this is a sand leader clicker. Made in China. You can see it's basically the same. Basically the same, it works the same way. I'm going to guess I retail this for 20 bucks. This is Avalon, made in China. So it goes to Europe. So when I say Europe make it, Europe brand it, Europe take it to China and have it made. Okay, works exactly the same way. It's got a weight here like the AAE has, and you could say this is a copy of the AAE because it is. It's a copy. This weight idea comes from AAE. This, the way it all works, is a copy of AAE. Right? It's not like this person's come up with this and gone, look, this is an idea that I've come up with. No, they've copied AAE. This is going to sell for about 20 bucks, right? So 20, I'm going to say 100. This is affordable. This is affordable for a beginner, and especially for a junior archer growing. No junior archer is going to buy this, right? I'm going to have it for sale. But in the future, I used to sell a lot of AAE products, Knox vanes, the finger tabs, the arrow rests. I used to stock it all. The stabilizers, the whole lot. But now my price to buy AAE direct from AAE is more than buying it off a wholesaler. So that means AAE's basically said to me, we don't want your business. And that's not what's happened. What's happened is whoever's doing the job just hasn't looked at the pricing. They haven't gone, oh, he's a distributor, he gets distributor pricing. They haven't done that. They haven't produced a catalogue, which they used to do, and said, here's your pricing. It's like they produce this, and they don't tell me how much it costs, and they're like, we don't produce an invoice until we ship, which I don't understand, and you can't ship until you produce an invoice. So I'm going to repeat that. Don't produce an invoice until they ship, and you can't ship without an invoice because you've got to have the electronic invoice on the shipment to ship it externally. It's a whole bunch of stupid I don't understand. Anyway, so I'm not having a go at the Fishers. They've been in business for a long, long time, and you know, I'm going to say I've been dealing with the Fishers for almost 40 years, and they've been fantastic, and the staff have been fantastic. But right now, I'm probably having a go at the staff member, like a level of stupidity or a level of ignorance that's beyond me. Anyway, the price of this is too high. I do understand that this is a copy of this, and it's just clever stuff. This is clever, and this has been copied, and this is $20 and this is now $90. This used to be $40. So as a beginner you can go, well, it's American, it's pretty good, and it's probably better than the Chinese one, right? $20. Now with the Trump tariffs, this $20 item becomes now $40 because you're going to give $20 tax to America. $40 to $90. You're still buying this if you're in America, right? So where the Trump tariffs don't come in is where the product is really, really cheap, like this. When it's a low-cost item, it doesn't matter if you have 100% tax, because this item is now too expensive, right? So anyway, just bear that in mind. I just want to show you the AAE Clicker, the Chinese clickers. Look, and there's probably more of them on the market, but they're the two which I just wanted to show you the difference because they look the same. Now, advanced Olympic archers are not going to shoot a sight clicker. They're not going to shoot them, right? So this is basically for beginners. Most of them will shoot a carbon clicker or a biter clicker, which screws onto the bow. That's what your advanced shooters are shooting, and they cost about $15 to $20, ballpark, right? The win and wins $50, which is carbon, but it's basically the same as the other $20 ones. So anyway, information on clickers and pricing, and I know that takes a lot, but for me, as a consumer, you should understand about pricing and why shops stock and why shops don't stock certain items, why things are expensive, and the history of it. Because at one stage, these were really cheap. Cavalier was really cheap, and now the knocks, the vanes are all going up. You know, the AAE vanes used to be a quarter of the price of FlexFletch, and now they're almost the same as FlexFletch, and they're both American companies, so we're comparing American to American. So anyway, I'll leave it there. AAE Clicker, pricing's gone up. So I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Thanks for watching. Bye.